Hi, beautiful. We're reading in A Course in Miracles in the text, chapter 20, The Vision of Holiness. We're in section 3, Sin as an Adjustment, paragraph 9. Prisoners bound with heavy chains for years, starved and emaciated, weak and exhausted, and with eyes so long cast down in darkness, they remember not the light. Do not leap up in joy the instant they are made free. Wow. Pause here and say, that's a really good reminder that there's a transition phase. It takes a while to acclimate to the light. It takes a while for them to understand what freedom is. You groped but feebly in the dust and found your brother's hand, uncertain whether to let it go or to take hold on life so long forgotten. Strengthen your hold and raise your eyes unto your strong companion, in whom the meaning of your freedom lies. He seemed to be crucified beside you, and yet his holiness remained untouched and perfect. And with him beside you, you shall this day enter with him to paradise and know the peace of God. Such is my will for you and your brother, and for each of you, for one another, and for himself. I'm going to pause and say, that's so beautiful. Because love doesn't want to get to the top of the mountain alone. Love doesn't want to enter paradise and be there all alone. Love would like to be there with all of us, perfect, whole, and complete. Here there is only holiness and joining without limit. For what is heaven but union, direct and perfect, and without the veil of fear upon it? Here are we one, looking with perfect gentleness upon each other and on ourselves. Ooh, that's so beautiful. I'm going to pause and say, perfect gentleness. Wow, I'm reminded constantly. Spirit reminds me constantly to be gentle. I can be honest, I can be clear, I can be direct. And I can also do it with a spirit of gentleness, with the intent to not hurt anyone, with no retribution or grievance or anger. And I think I'm going to also say, I think there is a time and a place for anger. It's part of the human register of emotions, and there are times where it's appropriate. Feeling angry can help us know that on a human level, that there is a boundary being violated. And yet, as adults, sovereign adults, can we learn how to communicate, how to speak up and advocate for ourselves and others, and not lose the spirit of gentleness? Can gentleness be firm, clear, direct? I believe it can be. Here are we one, looking with perfect gentleness upon each other and on ourselves. Here all thoughts of any separation between us become impossible. You who were a prisoner in separation are now made free in paradise. And here would I unite with you, my friend, my brother, and myself. Your gift unto your brother has given me the certainty our union will be soon. Share then this faith with me and know that it is justified. There is no fear in perfect love because it knows no sin, and it must look on others as on itself. Looking with charity within, what can it fear without? Wow, that is so beautiful. Looking with charity within, what can it fear without? I've noticed that the more grace and compassion and charity I have from the inside out, the easier it is to apply it to everyone else, because I know they're not so different from me. That doesn't mean I excuse abusive behavior, but I can have compassion for it. I can look on the insane with pity and compassion and do my part as guided by Spirit to contribute to making the best, most high, most loving contribution that I'm capable of making in that moment. And sometimes that's to do nothing. It's to step back and trust the plan to unfold, and to trust that the people involved will make the right decisions for themselves. And sometimes we get clear guidance how to show up in love, in compassion, and contribute. And contribution can look very different from person to person because we're each a unique instrument in the hands of God. Your part in God's plan is perfect and custom tailored for you. And your journey is not going to look identical to anyone else's. We're all one in spirit, and yet we're each beautiful and unique. Like a field of wildflowers, where each flower is a different color, size, shape, but each beautiful and perfect for what it is and how it shows up. Prisoners bound with heavy chains for years, starved and emaciated, weak and exhausted, and with eyes so long cast down in darkness, they remember not the light, do not leap up in joy the instant they are made free. Let's remember that and apply it to ourselves and others, and trust these liminal spaces that we find ourselves in. Trust these in-between and transitional phases. I've been counseled to learn to love the in-between, these in-between phases when we're becoming, we're not yet what we will be, but we're no longer what we were. And to be gentle and patient and trusting in those spaces. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll see you soon.